Hello there YouTube, this is the Tech Garage and I've got another computer build we're going to do. This one's going to be utilizing the overly expensive Techmedia Case, and then we're going to be utilizing this Pentium 2 motherboard along with this Pentium 2 CPU, some RAM, and of course the expansion cards. Probably going to temporarily use this ATI video card. We might switch it out for something else. See whether it likes compact flash or SD media. And then of course Realtek for Ethernet. Since this is an 18 machine, we're going to run with my spare AT power supply. Let's go ahead and start cutting open the box. Alright, this is a new old stock, so this is me breaking the seal. There we go, look at that. Brand new case in the box. Let me move this down to the ground, make it a little easier to pick up. Also included a little baggie of goodies. Go ahead and uncover the case. Despite this being 20 years old, has virtually no yellowing. Let's see, it is an AT chassis here. Miss the camera. A little too far. Alright. AT power supply goes here. It's already pre-labeled for a keyboard and a couple of ports. Then we have our expansion. It looks like these panels come off. So just one moment, I'll get them out of the way. Alright, last screw is out. There we go. How interesting. I missed it putting a screw there. Oh well. I can fix that. Boom, fixed. Okay, this is the inside of the AT case. Pretty standard layout. And we have our bundle of wires here. Ooh. Looks like something right here. A little bit of corrosion or something. Oh well, can't be perfect for staying in a box for so many years. Alright, let's start off by putting in the motherboard. Okay, let's compare the screws we're going to need. So it looks like that second from the left is going to have to come out. And maybe one or two more. Just a moment, I don't have a way to take that out. Just a moment.
Much later.
Alright. For real, it shouldn't be nowhere near as hard as this is.
2,000 years later.
Alright, this thing pissed me off. So, this one and this one are going to go away with our good friend. Not quite flat enough yet. Okay, that's significantly lower. Now to kill the other one. Alright. That should be sufficient right there. That was annoying. So if you spend over $100 for a fucking case, then you should be able to remove the damn stabs instead of having to grind them down. That's horseshit. In case anyone was wondering, I am going to vacuum up all the grinded off bits. Okay, now let's go install this motherboard. Okay, now that it's reasonably flat, I'm going to cover both of those with electrical tape. Might need a few applications to keep it happy. Doesn't have to be pretty, it just needs to make sure that it doesn't ground here and create a catastrophe. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in the motherboard. And it looks like just about all the holes line up. Although this corner is now able to touch. So we're going to have to make something to keep that from happening. Here we go. Old Christmas candy wrapper. We'll wrap that further in electrical tape since this is metal foil. Let's go ahead and take the motherboard out. We're going to put it right on this corner here. We'll just set it there momentarily. Or you know what, let's tape it to the case instead. So we'll put it right about there. You've seen roadkill, right? You know about this kind of butchery. Except with computers. There we go. Now let's get our motherboard back in. And there we are. We are pretty much lined up. Let's go ahead and put some screws in. Alrighty. So this motherboard's a bit of a weird kind of a weird entry. It's still an AT form factor, uses an AT keyboard. However, it uses SD-RAM and has a slot 1 slot for a processor. Hence why it uses a Pentium 2. It also has these diagnostic LEDs at startup. Alright, next let's go ahead and hook some stuff up. Let's start with the CPU. There we go, that was pretty simple. Next, let's throw some memory in. This is about 128 megabytes of RAM, which will be sufficient for the moment. We'll probably bump it up during the series of video. Yumma. There we go. It just flexed a little bit in the case. Alright. Next victim is we're going to take out this slot here. And we're going to add the ATI Radeon. This one came out of an HP Pavilion desktop computer. Something probably with a Pentium 4 CPU. But this will be good enough to run for now. We'll probably change it with something a bit more period appropriate, like a 3DFX card down the line. Or, who knows, maybe even a TNT or maybe some other card. Alright. Now that that's in, let's set the slot blank aside. Okay. I should probably move on to the power supply. Before we do that, we should probably take off the front cover. Just about ready to have this front panel come off. There we are. Okay. So it looks like it might take a different style connector than we have. I may need to put an ATX power supply in this thing, which this will take. Alright, I'm gonna have to get creative.
One eternity later.
Alright, sorry somehow the footage got ruined of me installing this power supply, but you've seen that kind of before. It only has this single connection here to the motherboard. It doesn't really need any of these other ones at the moment. And we're not going to worry about hooking up floppy drive, anything else. We just want to make this thing post. As far as the front I/O, the key lock doesn't really go anywhere, and the speaker's too short to reach, as well as the power LED doesn't reach. But everything else does. And we're going to turn on with the switch here. I'll have to mount it up later. Give me just a moment and I'll power it up. Alright, got my AT keyboard here. Let's go ahead and fire this beast up. See, the lights are coming on the diagnostic center there, and we have a post. Press delete here to go into the BIOS. Kind of a standard award BIOS. So for now, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, and feel free to subscribe.